What's happening, everyone? What is happening? I've got to come on now. You've seen it right in front of you. Absolute unbelievable scenes. Messi could possibly believing, yeah, I'm struggling to believe it, leaving Barcelona. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Just about to have an early night, and then this news comes out. Actually, I'm on the phone to my friend at the time. The news comes out. I say, I've got to get on, got to speak to everyone in the group because they'll be dying to talk. They'll be dying to talk. Curtis spoke to Curtis straight away. He's like, I can't believe it. It feels like some worldwide disaster has happened. Honestly, I cannot get my head around it now. Honestly, I'm in shock. I am in shock. Back again. We've got to come back. We've got to come back. I was going to have an early night with the wife. She's not happy that I'm in the group with her community, but everyone's popped up. I love it. I love it. As soon as you get a notification, everyone's in there. Just mock this breaking news thing up going on like Sky Sports. Get straight into the chat. And honestly, cannot believe it. What about Jack Grealish? Must be thinking, well, that deal's done, innit? I think that deal is now done. So Jack Grealish has not got to worry about his deal getting through. However, Harry Kane, just doing something. Sorry, people. Harry Kane is probably thinking now, they're going to go for Messi. They're going to go for Messi. They're going to go for Messi. That's what Harry Kane is thinking. Now, straight away, I just said to everyone, I just said a minute ago, said to Curtis, listen, he's going to go Man City, isn't he? He's going to go Man City. And Curtis was saying, nah, I can't see him going there. But who else is going to get him? It's only going to be Man City or Paris Saint-Germain. Now, he's 34. He's going to want like a 4-year deal. He's going to be the most expensive player in world football, obviously, for obvious reasons. But I mean, what a sight that would be if we've seen Messi in just 6 months in the Premier League, just 6 weeks in the Premier League, just to see him link up and do what he does, even at 34. It'd be absolutely frightening, But honestly, I'm in shock. I am in shock. Now, Barcelona have agreed a deal with Messi and his representatives. He said he wants to sign. Everything apparently was being signed. However, because of what's going on in Spanish football, by La Liga rules, he can't stay at Barcelona because of what's going on with the amount of money that's Ronaldo had to leave, with the amount of, you would say corruption, but it's the wrong thing to say without any evidence. Now, Barcelona, I've put this in the media, because now Barcelona are going to say to the La Liga, etc., listen, do you want to lose arguably the world's best ever player and keeps winning Ballon d'Or after Ballon d'Or after Ballon d'Or? Are you willing to lose this player? Because this league's going to go to, you know what, innit? Who's going to want to go? The league's going downhill, left, right, and center. Downhill, left, right, and center. So all of a sudden now, La Liga have got a big problem. A fair play to them. They have said, you know what? It's not going to happen. We're going to stick by our rules. This is the laws. Now, can you see them backtracking? I can see them backtracking after everything. Now, how it could possibly that Man City could go for him is, one is a free agent, just like Hendon Guna is saying. One is a free agent. So two is literally, you're only paying his wages. You are not paying a transfer fee. Whereas before, when they wanted him 2 seasons ago, you would have had to pay absolutely ridiculous amounts of fees to get him in the building. And also, you would have had to pay his wages on top, which would have cost you ridiculous. And you would have not been able to get out of the financial fair play. So I'm just going to have a look at the comments before I'm going to bring someone in else that I know. One of my friends. So let's have a thought. Grant's come in. Thanks ever so much, Grant. I thought they agreed new deal, but they can't register him until they say players. I think that's the issue. Craig, Fran, where will Messi go to? I think it's only Man City or PSG. Joe's put City and Messi instead of Kane. Kane will be shaking in his boots now. Kane will be shaking in his boots because he'll be thinking, mate, I can't compete with the legend. what am I going to do now? Do you know what I mean? So it's if Messi, it's if City go for him. We're just assuming, aren't we? We're just assuming. Barca will sell him for 250 mil. Can't sell him as a free agent. It's free. It's free to go. The world's best ever player, arguably, as I know someone of us, is free to go. Unbelievable. La Liga TV rights are in the mud if Messi leaves. I mean, the league's gone already. But if he leaves, well, he's left already. I mean, wow. I mean, he's only going 2 places, isn't he? Edu. Chris is saying this is Edu time. Edu needs to get into it. Shaves put Messi will go to PSG to link up with Neymar. There was a little bit of not great relationship with those two, was it? So I'm not 100% sure. Curtis is on too, bro. Oh, Curtis has gone on because I sent him the link because I said, Kurt, get on, yeah. So he's gone on his channel as well. So fair play to him. Edu's scrambling around for Messi's telephone number. He must have that link. He must have that link. Right, I'm going to bring one of my good friends in. Do You Know Ball? He's just started YouTube, just started a podcast. He's been on other shows before. His name's Greg. I'm going to bring him in. He's a Man United fan, but I'm just going to ask him a few, what he thinks about this crazy breaking news. So here he is. Here you are, mate. Are you on? Can you hear you?
What's happening, friend?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, mate. Can hear you. So I know you've just got in from work or doing whatever you was doing, mate. But obviously, I was going to get Curtis on.
Just filming a video prediction for the season.
Oh, right, was you? So Curtis is doing. I think Curtis is on doing one now. So I don't think I'll be able to get him on because I wanted all 3 of us on. But
okay.
I mean, what do you think? I was on the phone to you when you told me.
Yeah, no, I think if Messi leaves Spanish football done. They've got, obviously, they're still going to be okay teams or whatever. They're never going to be, but in terms of the commercial side of the game, it's done.
Well, I think I read
who's in now that commercially people are looking up to and wanting to be.
Yeah,
done.
Gonna be,
Messi's the draw for La Liga now.
Yeah, I read something, or just now it was on Sky Sports about someone's got a deal with La Liga, like $1 billion deal or something. And not specifically it's in the contract that Messi has to play in the league, but there's things in there about the pay structure is different if Messi's not in the league, something crazy like that. So all of a sudden they're going to lose money from that because as much as La Liga is not what it used to be, we still watch, El Clasico, we still watch Messi, we still watch Madrid when possible. But I mean, if Messi's not there, the rights are gone. And the Premier League will be trying to get Messi. Never mind Man City, because the Premier League as a franchise, as a business, it's going to go through the roof. I was saying, even if I seen him for a month in the Premier League, that's it. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, what do you think of the whole news coming out? I don't, the reasons behind, obviously, the financial fair play or whatever's happening in the league of Spain. Do you think Barcelona have put this out there to get the frighteners? Because you've seen the reaction it's had from everyone. Do you think they put the reaction out there to the league to frighten them?
I think that's what it is. I think Barcelona, okay, we need to make this move, and we need to hope that the league then turn around and kind of think, you know what, from a commercial perspective, we need to do what we can to keep Messi in the league. We need to potentially financially back Barcelona, to help keep our financial situation afloat. We all know that the Spanish clubs and La Liga have been struggling, obviously, throughout COVID. That's why the big teams tried to escape to the Super League. And yeah, I'm shocked. Obviously, I told you in the car when I read it in the car. Wow, couldn't believe it.
Couldn't believe it. But could not believe it.
I can't think of a team that he could go to now that financially, then they're not going to get in trouble. There's no team there that's not spent the money. Maybe because PSG have spent money, maybe not so much on actual transfer fees, but in terms of wages and everything, they're spending a lot of money. I think the only team out there now that could potentially, which I don't know, is Chelsea. None of them have spent
Chelsea
big yet.
Go for him, will you? You keep breaking up, but sometimes it's just lagging a little bit. But
okay.
Just as RU Goon has put here, he's put, how will the club afford the wages? Now, apparently, Jack Grealish is getting 560 grand a week.
That can't be true.
That was the reports today. And I am amazed if that is true. That I am absolutely amazed if he is getting 560 grand a week. Now, let's break it down. As you know, when people say, well, he's getting 560k a week, he doesn't directly get that from Man City. There's a structure of how that works. Certain sponsors, when they want players, they go in. Sometimes Nike or Adidas. I don't know. Obviously, you know, when the big players like Ronaldo, like Messi, like the other Ronaldo, these sponsors pay a lot of their wages with the football club. So Adidas, for example, will supplement a certain amount of money with Barcelona for Messi, etc., etc. That's how it works. But I've seen 560 grand a week. That cannot be true. Surely, even Hendo's saying it here. You know, he's saying no way. Brandon saying France, City, Chelsea, and PSG came to get Messi because Jack is on 560 now. I mean, it'd be a madness. Talk MU, big up. It was always going to happen with the past 18 months financial impact that came with it. Very true. Endo's against put Qatar investment fund are one of Barcelona's prime sponsors. To think that as well, like the amount of money we know all your rich countries, Qatar, etc., put into these football clubs, the airlines, etc., things like that. Yet Barcelona still struggling to make this deal get over the line. Bare corruption. Just must be corruption.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, going back to just quickly what you're saying about Grealish, 560 grand. I mean, if you look at the big players that are on that type of money now, the Pogbas, Messi's, Ronaldo's, Neymar's, people like that, they can get that type of wage because of the shirt sales, not just in their own country but worldwide. The shirt sales are through the roof. Grealish, you might sell shirts in England, but you're not going to get people in Asia and Africa and America buying Jack Grealish shirts.
I mean, you might do if he has a good season. If he has a good season for City, then maybe, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for the good of football. It's not true, because if Jack Grealish can get 560 grand out of Manchester City, in the next couple of years, we're going to be seeing people getting £1 million a week.
Well, there'll be a cap in the end. I think like the NFL and things like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know I have some American contingency in the chat. I'm sure there's a certain cap because they get paid mad money, don't they? Like 15, 20, 30, 40 million contracts or whatever. But yeah, I mean, if he's on 560 a week, I think me, you, and quite a lot of people in the chat, we could get 100 grand. We could get 100 grand a week, can't we?
I'd hope so. I'd hope
if he's getting 560. Yeah, I mean, like say Pogba's just under the 300. Huh?
What happens when someone goes for Mbappe if Grealish is getting 560?
Haaland.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's got to stop. So if Messi does leave, because I still think there's a chance that La Liga turn around and bail Barca out some way.
Yeah.
Where do you think he goes? Realistically,
he can only go two clubs, can't he? There's only two clubs who can afford this signing, and they're both oil rich owners. It can only be PSG or it can only be City. Now, the thing is with PSG is, I don't know if it's still like this, but when clubs are sponsored by a different brand, for example, if you're Nike and the club is sponsored by Adidas, sometimes they have a few problems. I remember when I think Barcelona with Nike and Messi was Adidas. Messi's always been Adidas. So you never know whether you got, because even simple things like they're Jordan, they're Air Jordan, a lot of them, which is obviously but Nike, but it's a separate department, a separate sector, or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes you have problems there, and that's why the financial side needs to come around. But can only be those two players. I mean, this is quality. Social DRG has put, just had a Spurs fan on TalkSport. Guy must be high. Reckons City will buy Kane so Spurs can get Messi. He's definitely mocking everyone, unless he's dead serious.
No, that's got to be banned. That's got to be banned. You can't.
Grealish is a millionaire every fortnight. Money's ruining football. Has to be money, but now is these volumes 560 Grealish, unbelievable. If it's true, Pogba 290. I mean, even that's astronomical for Pogba.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Grealish would be, absolutely ridiculous. I just can't see it. It's got to be paper talk. It's got to be paper talk. I can't see, because what's he going to be on at Villa? 100?
Yeah,
Maximum?
I think he was on just over 100, and he signed a new contract last season.
Which will make him highest paid.
He was on double the second highest paid. I think he was on like 150k, something like that.
Wow. And now he's on this. How will it affect Mbappe, who can leave on a free next summer? Mbappe will just see out his PSG and then just say, listen, there's no fee. You might as well give me $1 million a week. Let's call it quits. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mbappe 700k at this rate. The way it's going, mate, they're going to have to see. They have financial fair play, but apparently, someone was saying yesterday that it's been eased because of COVID. So there's another avenue where they can probably go down.
That doesn't make sense, because it got brought into place, so you don't get the likes of Portsmouth and people like that have dropped down the leagues struggling. It got brought into play for that. So if they're saying, "Oh, we're going to ease it because of COVID," that's just going to put too much strains on clubs again.
I don't know how true it is. I was watching someone on YouTube, so I don't know how true that it is that they've relaxed these rules because of COVID. I can't understand why COVID would affect players and teams wanting to buy players. I don't understand why that would be a problem, but you never know, do you? You never know.
Nah, craziness though, craziness. I mean,
absolutely crazy.
Messi, obviously, we're saying City, PSG, they're the most likely. If he goes to City, what do you think that means for Kane? Not turning up to training for a few days. I mean that.
Well, like I said, Kane's probably sitting there thinking now, like, wow, I need to get this deal done. Jack Grealish is done. That'll be the breaking news tomorrow. But for Jack Grealish, this is kind of come at a good time, because it's kind of going to take the pressure off his move with all this Messi fiasco. Do you know what I mean? So Jack Grealish will get announced tomorrow. City are not going to buy anyone else. City have clearly stated that they want Jack Grealish and Kane, 200 million. That's what they're going to spend this summer. Other clubs have spent 200 million over, 5-6 signings. They're just saying, we only need 2 signings. We'll go for, 2 players. Now this Messi thing has popped up. You don't know whether, bear in mind, there's like, what? 3 weeks? 3 weeks left. If Barcelona and La Liga can't sort this out, obviously City are going to stand to the side, and they're going to find out what's going on, and they probably already know what's going on. Do not be surprised if this is the biggest deadline day deal in the history of football.
Oh, I mean, you can see it, can't you? I mean, City, we've been talking recently about the options that City have now going forward. They've got so many attacking players. They could easily offload a Bernardo Silva, a Mahrez, Sterling, even now they've bought in Grealish, and say, okay, we'll get 70-80 mil for them. That'll pay for Messi for the next few years. They could easily do that. Do you know what I mean? So you can definitely see it happening. Happening. But
Silva looks like he's on his way. Every report that I see, Silva looks like he's on his way. Chris has put a good point here. He's saying China. I just don't think he'd go to China, does he? He's not. He could do, but I just can't. I can't see it.
I mean,
Xavi Iniesta went out there, didn't he? Xavi.
Yeah. Is Xavi managing out there, or is I think he's out there managing? So possibly.
Yeah, he's 34. He might say, you know what, the Prem and a PSG, too much limelight on me, too much nonsense. I'll just go and chill in China and be king. It's a good point Chris makes up. Ashton's put, is there any chance he decides to retire from football? Clearly, he loves Barcelona. Another great point, because his relationship with Barcelona is proper. It's so that's a good point.
I think he could potentially, because obviously a lot of South Americans, when they get to the end of their career, they go back to Argentina or Brazil and go and play over there, don't they? So,
like you say, he went to Spain very young, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he probably sees Spain on his own more than likely, but It's a tricky one. Sentiments put, well, Kane better not leave the negotiations to his brother who negotiated his last 6-year contract. No release clause, no big club buyout. Well, listen, if I'm Kane, I'm having a word with my brother and I'm saying, listen, we all got paid, but you've stitched me, mate. You've
killed
stitched me up. His brother's stitched him. His brother must be a shocking agent. Probably only client he's got. Brandon, Fran sounds good. Bernardo Silva to Arsenal and Messi to City. No chance. No chance. You're on that hopium, Brandon. Kane learn another language. He struggles with English. By the way, Sentiment hates Tottenham. Hates Tottenham. A lot of people in the chat don't like Tottenham, as you can imagine. But oh, mate, honestly, I just had to jump on. I could not get my head around it. I said to Kurt, you're gonna have to get on. I think he's got on. I can't watch him, I don't think, or I can't even watch him on my phone. It's just absolutely crazy to think that he could leave Barcelona. And I thought by getting everyone in the chat, and no one's let me down, to be fair. Everyone's popped in. I absolutely love it that we had to talk about it. Endon's put, I can see this all being resolved and Messi will re-sign next few days. I think that's the play, to be honest. From Barcelona, I think that is the play to try and make that happen. But you just, if La Liga don't change or soften the rules, it can't happen. And are they going to do that? Will they just do that just to keep Messi in the league? Because then everyone else is going to be like, there could be lawsuits, there could be everything thrown at them from what they've done to clubs previously. Do you know what I mean? I think all these other clubs, they don't care about Messi. They'll just throw lawsuit after lawsuit.
The thing is, though, if you look at La Liga now, even in terms of their youngsters coming through, I mean, they've got Pedri, but Pedri is the type of player he is. He's not going to all of a sudden start selling the amount of shirts that Messi sells or bring in the viewers that Messi brings in. You've got Joao Felix, very good player, but again, commercially, he's not going to do what Messi can do. And I think La Liga will probably look at it and think, you know what, we've not actually got somebody that we can see in the pipeline that could get anywhere near Messi on a financial basis. So we may have to go through all that trouble to keep him in the league. So yeah, no, I think he's right. I think in the next few days it could very easily be resolved.
I think it's absolutely madness. It's just been announced. So someone in the chats has told her, click it on now. Just been announced that Jack Grealish has signed. All done and dusted. Jack Grealish, 100 million, the most expensive British transfer, now eclipses Paul Pogba. Wow. Interesting. I think he signed a 5-year deal. Wow.
Does he play for you, Fran? Does he start?
I think he starts. For 100 million, he damn well better start. But
I just don't think. I think we spoke about it the other day. I don't think they needed him.
I think he does. You know what? I'm looking at their midfield now, right? So you've got Rodri, you've got Gundogan, you've got De Bruyne. Obviously, he's number one. You've got Silva. He's going to be out the door. He's not going to be playing. So there you've got your three there. So he could just play Gundogan with De Bruyne, Grealish, Foden. Or does he put Foden on the left, on the right, and drop Sterling and have Foden, Grealish? Because he didn't really play Sterling a lot of the time last year. So he could have Foden, Grealish, and Kane with De Bruyne, Gundogan, and then Rodri or mate.
I don't think he'll drop Mahrez, you know.
Oh, we got Mahrez as well. I like Mahrez. I think Mahrez
the season Mahrez had last season, I don't think he'll drop him. I think he's class.
Yeah, I love Mahrez. I can't believe that they were talking about maybe he might be gone in the summer. Like I was a bit like couldn't really figure that one out. Do you know what I mean? But maybe it was paper talk because Mahrez will just go to another top club because he's still top. Sterling will get another top club. Let's be honest. Sterling's only 26 years old. You know, he's not like he's coming towards it. In fact, if anything, he's probably got the best years coming in the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, Sterling, and he'll get a top team. Sterling can walk into any other team. So can Mahrez. So, but that's the competition. That's the level at City when players like Sterling and Mahrez can walk, but by the way, can walk into any other team in the world, and Man City are thinking about not really having them on board. You know, absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. Let me look at a few of the comments. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not moving. Why is it not moving? Oh, don't do that. So maybe just have to reload because some. I'm back.
Got you back, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the comment, don't know why. Grealish confirmed. FG, I think he heard you say on Shore TV. 2 streams, Fran, moving like Sky Sports News. I know today I had to come in. Hey, listen, how beast. This news, come on. Curtis has gone on. The whole YouTube footballing world is probably on now. Let's be honest. The whole YouTube footballing world is probably on right now. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. What else? Arsenal should bid for Mahrez. Chris is saying he ain't coming to us. City's team, but Brandon's put City's team is ridiculously good. They want to drop players Arsenal would love. Listen, the players that they don't want, we would never get them. We would never ever get them. Never ever get those players. Just dreaming to even get those players. We really are dreaming to get those players. I just can't get my head around the news. It's a serious window. It's a serious window. There's no doubt.
Crazy. There's still a few weeks left as well. Anything can happen. Anything can happen in the next few weeks. But we were saying the other day, I think this season is probably going to be the best season that there's been since 2010, 2011.
Right. Yeah.
In terms of the standard of the teams as well, because if you look down, it's not solidified who's going to finish top 4 or top 6 or even top half. Before the last few years, you've known who's going to be in the top 4 or the top 6 or whatever. I think this season there's so many teams that have got better and are at a good level now. It's going to be class. It's going to be class. I'm excited for United as well.
United, to be fair, you're a United fan. United have got some good signings. United have got some good signings. Interesting, obviously, Sancho, Varane, I think they'll do well. Chelsea get Lukaku. I mean, I don't rate him, but I think he'll add good dimension to them. Messi, KDB link up is such a scary thought. And Grealish, can you imagine? Wow. Fran, I hope you do last minute stream when Arteta is sacked by October. I'm sure I will. How much is in Messi's legs? 34. Yeah, I mean, 2 seasons, 3 seasons. Thing is with Messi, he can just go and play centre mid. He could play anywhere, couldn't he? Just in the behind the back, the front 2. He could play absolutely anywhere.
When Juan Mata's still getting a contract at United, his legs, they went 4 years ago and he's still getting contracts. So I think Messi's still got a few years left in him yet.
Yeah, 100%. He's got a few years left. Absolutely 100%. Right then, Greg, I'm going to leave you to it, everyone. Just a quick 30 minutes, thought we'd get on, have a good chat with the breaking news. Thanks for everyone popping in. I really do appreciate it. It was unexpected. I hope you got the notifications. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like this video quickly, and switch your notifications on. And I will see you all tomorrow. It could be a tasty one tomorrow. It really could. See you all later, people. You take care. Let me get this.
See that from.